Hey, guy. So we're having a situation. Today I just saw an article of the CEO of Vodacom, the real CEO of Vodacom. I clown in the local parliament thing or explain a rubbish because Konya South Africa. But the real CEO of Vodacom earns about 39 million rands annual income, salary high. And then in a month he pays about 2.9 million rands as a salary. Now, in a country where data is inexpensive, the product that they sell is expensive, and we rely on these people to provide the best network to get us connected to the internet. Yet again, the CEO begs a lot of money. I mean, where is the company ethics? Where is the corporate ethicsness? Honamo, what kind of a company is that? And we, South Africa, where are we left? Because of right now, we are the ones paying for that kind of salaries. And yet again, I didn't understand that. Yet again, Vodacom, Lubona, they are busy instead of them focusing on having the best infrastructure to actually host us, the best infrastructure to actually make the data to actually reduce. So we spend more time on the internet. So we spend more time, and more time, and then we become reliable customers. No, instead of that, instead of taking the salary, the money they earn. I mean, last quarter, they make about 38.9 billion rands in South Africa in 1 quarter. Just you can just imagine. Or these guys, they're actually making money, but they're not making money to actually spend on the infrastructure. No, 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 no. They're making money to actually do useless and directional activities. Number one, they haven't settled their court. Yeah, please call me. They're still there, and the money that they made at that quarter, instead of using it for infrastructure, they basically battled Tsabona to court. Two, hefty bonuses, the so-called senior managers and board of directors and executive group directors. The one that they're getting big bonuses, and the CEO and the chairperson, the CEO I think ends about 39 million rands a year, 2.9 million rands a month. Then how do you expect Vodacom to actually focus on the real core business, which is the infrastructure, to make sure the infrastructure is solid and they have got the power to actually reduce their cost? And then once they can reduce their cost, they can reduce the expenditure of data. I mean, it 1 gig 85 rands, 3 times more than the petrol oil record. No, 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 no. Cannot work like that. We can't work like that. And even though, yes, they went to Parliament to explain their situation, but Parliament has problem. You deploying cadres to Parliament to go and ask the real questions, because of in that space, you need to have people who are technical to ask technical questions, related technical questions. So you can have a technical question here. And what was about, you can't dodge questions and dodge the real core business. Your real core business is providing network to South Africans. Network to South Africans, meaning you must actually expand and make your infrastructure solid. Not caught spending money on court battles, not spending on money on of hefty bonuses of executive leaders. No, it's not that. That's not your business. That is why today you can even focus on one of the smallest things. You rather than focus on useless things. Fair. Like a court battle, yeah, please call me. If I'm the man 40 billion highly more and then facility takes it. Simple. While some of us, you're supposed to give that person stock options. I own a partial of Vodacom, and then you register at the point you register. Instead, you spending a lot of money there. Then how do you expect data to decrease? It won't, because if you're not focusing on making sure data decrease, your business model hasn't changed to make sure that your customers spend less and the data that you provide becomes cheap. So they buy more and spend more internet, then you can control the information and the data and sell it. Part of another money is you're supposed to sell the data that you collect from people by people spending more time on the internet. But you're not, you're actually making more it difficult for people to spend time on the internet by putting in 30-day expiry date on a data, and then making sure that data that is not cheap. That's a problem. You need to reduce that.